Hello and welcome. This is Tips Tuesday. I'm Brian Kale. I'm with the Center Professional Coaching. We do career and executive coaching. The topic for this week is beater watches version 2.0. So this is a second part to a video that I did last week around beater watches, and want to start out by talking about what is a beater watch, just to kind of recap. So a beater watch is typically a low-cost watch. It's something that serves its purpose, but it's not very expensive. So if you're going to do some gardening, do a project at the house, put together furniture, those kind of things, you're going to grab your beater watch, and then that way you'll be able to save your Rolex or Seiko or one of your best watch for a night on the town and special occasions. So that's kind of the idea behind a beater watch. One of the watches that I mentioned in the last video was the Casio DW800. And really the only reason that I got that watch, I was told that it has a pretty good display and a backlight. And I wanted the ability to wear it at night. And typically I'll wake up maybe once or twice in the night, and I want to check the time real quick on my wrist. And so that was really the only reason that I got the DW800. It is a really good watch overall. I found for my purposes the backlight wasn't good enough. It just wasn't good enough for my eyesight and what I needed. So actually I sent back the DW800. But what I want to talk about today is a watch that's just a couple of dollars more, a few dollars more than, let's say, the DW800, but I think it's got it beat by spades. There's a couple downsides, or a couple characteristics to the watch that we need to talk about. But what I want to talk about today is also a Casio watch. It is the AE1500, and this is the guy right here. So this is the AE1500, and this watch, now I'll get to the cost in a couple minutes here, but price-wise, it's right around the DW800 price. And this guy here, first, it's a really big watch. The face of this watch, I believe it's 45 millimeters across. So that's not quite the length of a cigarette. If people remember what cigarettes were, so many of us have quit smoking. But it's beefy. I mean, it's a beefy sized watch. However, I found when I wear it, it doesn't feel bulky. It feels just fine, wearing it during the day. My issue is still the size of the watch. Wearing at night, it's a little too big. It's a little too clunky to have on my wrist when I'm sleeping. And for that reason, it's not going to solve all my purposes. But this particular watch, the AE1500, you get all the goodies that you get on the DW800. You get dual time. You get a digital display of the hour, the day, the date of the month. Plus, you get a timer. Plus, you get not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 alarms. You got 5 alarms you can set on this guy. This particular model, I got what's called the reverse display. So what that means is the main face of the watch is in a black, and then the numbers themselves are in a light color. And the backlight on this guy is pretty dang good. It's good enough. I could use it at night, in the middle of the night, but again, it's for my purposes, it's a little bit too big to wear at night. The other thing I was surprised on when I first opened this, opened the box to this model, and was looking at it, the display looked awful dark, and I was just about ready to return it. I thought it'd be too dark to read, and here's what I found: going out into broad daylight, bright daylight, sunlight. This is easy to read. This is an easy watch to read. So I would say also in very dark conditions, because of the backlight, this is another really good display. It's an easy watch to read. The condition where it's not so great, I would say, would be like a low inside light. That's a little bit tricky. You have to get the right angle, but you can still read it. But it's a really beefy watch. So, this is, for me, this is a killer watch. Casio AE1500, and give me a day or so, and I will put links to these watches down in the description. I think this is a really good watch, and I still need a watch to wear at night, something I can read the display and that's comfortable and small. And I've got an order coming in. I'll probably do a third part in this series around that watch when that comes in. But that's what I wanted to talk about for this week. And a reminder too, the work that we do, Center Professional Coaching, we do career and executive coaching. So if you're thinking about making a move, making a career change, or you're just interested in building leadership skills, those are the things that we work in. If you'd like to talk with us, best way to do that is go to our website. That's ascendprocoach.com, ASCENDPROCOACH.com. There's a phone number there. Leave a message. If we don't pick up, leave a message. I promise we'll get back to everyone that leaves a message. We'll have a short conversation. If it makes sense to set up a consultation, we'd be happy to do that. We do tons of free consultations all the time. So that's what I've got for this week. Again, this topic was a little bit kind of out of the norm, but I do like to pick topics that are of interest to people and something outside of, career and coaching and business and, those kind of topics. So I hope this was interesting for people. Have a great rest of the week. Talk to you soon.